Okay, this will be a quick short video because really it's just talking about what a biconditional is. Um, Again, let me apologize for my video if it gets choppy or if it cuts out. Again, I'm still trying to fix my equipment for it, right? But either way, so biconditionals. So a biconditional is exactly what it sounds like, right? We talked about conditional statements. We know it's an if-then statement. A biconditional is kind of like, well, the word bi itself, right? This suffix means two. So in this case, it's kind of like two conditional statements, right? You'll see what it kind of looks like. You'll see what it means. We'll talk about it. The idea is um, we're going to be using the term if and only if is kind of like how we're going to connect two sentences to conditional statements. Right? So using the words if and only if is how we're going to connect two different conditional statements. Right? The symbol for it, the symbol really, I put quotations around it. The symbol for if and only if is actually just I, F, F. If, right? If and only if. Okay. So the way this works out is that if each conditional statement is true, write its converse. If the converse is also true, combine the statements as a biconditional. All right. So then a few things, we're going to point out and kind of look at. We have to, if it's true, right? If the conditional is true, it's converse. Remember what converse means? If the converse is also true, then we can write it as a biconditional. All right. So let me just do the first one, and then we can do the rest of them in class. All right. So in the United States, if it is July 4th, then it is Independence Day, right? In the United States, if it is July 4th, then it is Independence Day. This is true. This checks out. This is okay. So it says write the converse. So the converse of this statement, right? Remember the converse, you just kind of flip the if and then statement, right? You kind of switch this with all of that, right? So switch them is in the United States. So we still say with that. So with that in, whoops, no, in the United States, if, right? So again, we switch these two. We switch our hypothesis and our conclusion. If it is Independence Day, it is Independence Day. Then it is July 4th. It is July 4th. So is this true? If it is Independence Day, that means it has to fall on July 4th. That is true. So then we can write our biconditional using this term if and only if. So the biconditional is kind of like combining these two, right? It is July 4th and it's Independence Day, and if it is Independence Day, it's July 4th. We're going to basically combine these to make one sentence, all right? So the way this works is that we write in the United States. Okay. This one looks a little bit different, though. We're not going to use if and then again. We're going to use this term if and only if. It is July 4th if and only if it is Independence Day. So there you go. As opposed to writing two different ones, we basically can say it like this, right? It is July 4th if and only if it is Independence Day. This basically means you can both read it forwards and backwards. Okay. So you can also say it as if it is Independence Day, it is also July 4th. That's what it is. All right. Okay. So again, you can read it forwards and backwards. We'll do the rest in class, and we'll be good.